I try and study as much by myself, maybe have some like music playing in the background, rewriting my notes from lectures, going over the textbook, highlighting stuff.
I like working in groups and collaborating with others and just sharing ideas that way.
I study whenever I get homework, and we normally have weekly assignments.
I do study in groups depending on the type of person that they are.
So sometimes I'll just study like alone in my room just so I have quiet time and like I'm able to like process everything I'm studying. And other times I'll study like with my friends in like my living room, or I'll go like somewhere on campus where I can like talk out loud and like nowhere like really quiet, just so I can be able to like have a conversation with people.
I like to study in the concourse, library, and sometimes Starbucks as well.
I like going to the 2-4 because there are a lot of people studying that get me motivated. However, it's still quiet and I can still do my own thing.
A lot actually. There's a lot of times where there's mandatory group work. Not all the time you get to pick your group, so I find myself working with people that I don't necessarily know very well quite a bit.
I find I'm usually in group work at least twice throughout the year in each course.
Yes, I do, especially for labs.
Yeah, in some like in our labs or in smaller groups and things like that.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like it can be difficult to get work done.
With a group, people will get like kind of annoyed if like someone doesn't understand something, or like sometimes there'll be like arguments with like ideas, so like someone will say one thing and then someone will argue back.
In university, not yet, but if I ever did struggle in a class, I think I would be actively looking for a tutor.
No, I do not.
In high school, like I had like a tutor for math. That was like a thing at my school, but I don't really use tutors here.
I don't currently use one now, but I have used them in the past.
No, I go to the math assistance center sometimes, but no, like I don't have one hired personally.
Well, university students, so like money's not the easiest thing to come by, but probably looking at about $20 to $25 an hour, like given that's what people are charging right now. So $20 to $25 is probably what I'd be looking at paying for a tutor right now.
Before I paid $20 to $25 an hour, so that's pretty reasonable.
Something maybe like 25 to 30.
It's maybe like 15 to 30.
Probably like $20 an hour.
Students find that they often use study groups in their academic environments. Although the main problem is that students feel that other members are sometimes incompatible with their ideas, in the long run, students have found that study groups have boosted their GPA significantly.
We have an app that you can download to fill your Burrito Boys card. And you can pay for it, I believe, on your phone if you have a Burrito card.
So a lot of the advertising that we do is through social media networks, things like Facebook, things like Instagram, Twitter, and the biggest advertising agency that we have is person to person. So mobile advertising can be a little bit fidgety because you never know if you're getting customers from a mobile app.
So would you say something that records how many clicks your advertisement has gotten, or something that gives you actual feedback as to how your advertisement has performed is valuable to you as a business owner?
In terms of how many people have clicked on an ad, it's not helpful. In terms of how many people have actually come to your location because of an ad, that's helpful. But that's a really difficult thing to record. That's immediately something I jump at if I see in a mobile app or any kind of advertising agency that approaches me for advertising dollars. That's the first thing I look at. How can I see that your advertising works? How can I see people coming into the place directly because of your advertising? But yeah, our target market is university students, tech professionals, young professionals, anybody that likes to enjoy themselves.
Do you ever find that a study group or an individual who's just looking to maybe type up a couple notes come in here into your cafe?
We definitely find that some people use this as a study space, and we actually want to encourage that.
We have found that local businesses are already familiar with mobile promotion. The key takeaway from our interview at Crossroads is that advertisers are concerned with knowing exactly how effective their mobile advertising is, and if we can supply that, then we will be set apart from competition and entice advertisers as customers.